I believe we're at line 1061. The context is
Yes.
roughly, I believe that we have a long messenger speech. All the great disasters are reported by messengers. And he followed Pentheus into the mountains.
Yeah, I've had a look at this now, Mark.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So, Oxon de epi, ambas es platen, upsalkena. I'll just do that one. So, Oxthorn is a mound. And so the de epi, so on a mound. Now, ambas is a participle. That's the singular aorist participle for anabino. It's in the it's aorist, yeah. So and es platen upsalkena. So a laten is a fir tree. There's big soaring fir trees, and the adjective qualifying that is upsalkena, tall or lofty. So on a mound, now I can't remember if it's I go up or he goes up on a tall, lofty fir tree. I think it's I go up.
So having yeah, I'm just trying to find where he's. Yeah, we've got the main verb is first person singular.
Oh, you mean to see? I might see. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so this is Pentheus telling the stranger that having gone up a
Oh,
path of
having gone up.
banks,
Oh, yeah,
so
yes. Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
could see.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I
Which is the
could
having,
correctly. Sorry?
yeah, which is the having gone up.
so anabinor is I go up, and the second aorist from binor is eben. It's got this root aorist, eben, I went. Like cut eben, the first word of the Republic, I went down. In the participle, it's just bas, basa, basa, ban. And so bas is the first person singular of the aorist participle. So, and the ana shortens to
Okay.
in poetry, because it can be made to fit the meter easily. So bas is having gone up. That's the participle. Idoimi in the next line is the main verb. I might see.
Yeah. I might correctly see. And then the noun is the plural, the maiden ladies, and qualified by the shameful deeds. Oh, sorry, that's the genitive. The shameful deeds of the Median ladies.
Maenads.
Minettes. Yeah.
Actually, it might be in English. People might say menads. I'm not sure if they do. They might say menads
Minettes. Yeah.
because normally that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so ice krugian. That's the noun, right? That's doing ice cross erdiga, deeds that are shameful. In the same way, like pan erdigia, which is a much more common word, is someone who does every deed, someone who stops at nothing. So this is the shameful acting of the maenads, and that's the direct object of the idoimi, which, as Chris pointed out, it modified by orthos. So then I can properly see if I go up S into the tall pine upon the banks, I can properly see the shameful acting of the maenads. Yeah, that's good. But any thoughts or questions, please stop us. And
Oh, this is
Tunte.
sorry.
No, that's
This is
okay.
Pentheus saying that, isn't it?
yes, yeah.
This is what he's saying. Right. Yeah, I've got it now. Great.
Yeah, if we go back to 159 here,
Yeah.
he
Or
says
Zen.
he said the following things: Stranger,
Yes,
where we are standing, I do not arrive at.
that's right.
I
Yes.
don't arrive at the diseases of the Maenads by means of my eyes, ossois. So I can't yet see them doing the terrible things that I am criticizing, but secretly want to watch.
Yeah.
But if I go up into this tree,
Yes.
yeah,
Great. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Tun Tuthin Ede Tu Zenu and then Tothalma Horo. So so I think so Horo is first person present first person singular present of Hora or. So I think it's a dramatic a present, shall we say? So and so to yeah, I haven't seen this before. I don't think tun tiuthin, hence or thereafter, straight away, ede. I see the wonders, tot thalma, wonders to xenu of the stranger, of the foreigner. Lambon ga elates uranion akron kladon kata egenes melan pedon. So you've got this repetitive from agor there. So, but it begins with a participle, labon, from to take, lambano. So, or be, so the thing that is taken is a branch, cladon, the last word of the line, and it's the adjectives for that are the highest branch, akron, and heavenly. Like that's sort of once again emphasizing how high it is, uranion, up in the Uranian regions, and it's the branch elates of the tree, of the fir tree, just mentioned before, for taking that branch of the heavenly tree. So this has gone out of direct speech. Somebody's describing what somebody did to Pentheus when he was sitting on the tree, on the top, on the high branch. So kategen. So this is kata from kata agon. So it's third person singular imperfect. He pulled down, sort of repeatedly pulling down this branch, esmelan pedon, to the dark earth.
yeah. So that line 1063. So as you said for to and tuthien, which is normally placed like from there, but in this case it means, as you said, directly now, like then I see wonderful deeds that have their source in genitive, the stranger, from the stranger. Yeah. So having
Oh,
taken,
so that word tune is usually in relation to place, is it?
yeah, just from here, from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it can also have this temporal sense of
Yeah.
from then, the next thing that happened. So from then I see, yeah, wonderful deeds from the stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you say, there's the, yeah, the two adjectives going with cladon. So he took of the fir tree the heavenly high peak branch and brought it down. And in English, it would be brought it down, brought it, but you know, in English we'd probably say brought it down, something like that, to the black earth, to the dark earth. Yeah, it's good.
Concludo de hoste toxon e curitos trocos torino graphomenos periso periforan elke dromon. This is tricky for me, the second bit here. So it's talking about the branch, I think, here. So concludo is 3 singular perfect. I'm going to assume it's a sort of, it's an active transitive verb. It made a circle. This is the branch that he's pulled down. And and I'm going to say that horse there is comparative, like. So it made a circle like a bow, toxon, or a curved wheel. So the word order here is helpfully like English. Kurtos, curved, trokos, wheel. So it's pulled it down so it's round. And then the trickier bit is porinor. So this is dative of the word for compass. Then you've got 2 words that both seem to be like draw, graph, obviously, graphor. Graphomenos periforan elke dromon. The dromon is definitely accusative singular of racetrack, dromos. Periforan seems to be like describing the racetrack, a round racetrack. And then the tricky bit is figuring out the different work done by graphomenos and elke. So elke is third person present indicative active. I don't think it means draw as in the sense of graphor, but I'm going to guess it's something like, so it makes a circle like a bow or a curved wheel. And I remember there used to be, so imagine a triangle, and there used to be some triangles with a kind of a wheel that would turn around the triangle. This was in my grandfather's day. So I'm going to say the dative of so the wheel, trokos, in a compass, inscribing a round racetrack. That would be the graphomenos, but I can't see what other work is done by the LK.
Yeah, and a lot of editors in the last couple of centuries agreed with you that that's difficult. So if we go down to the text here at 1067, right? Helke Dromon, which is what you've been working on, that's the manuscript reading, Helke Dromon. Most editors have replaced that with the suggestion Helikodromon. So yeah, we'll come back to that. Yeah, so that's it is a difficult one. That's why the editors have been confused. So if we just come back to the main verb in the main clause, kukluto. So that's this one, kukloo, to make a circle. In the middle, in the imperfect, kukluto. So but the augment doesn't appear in the imperfect because in poetry the augment often doesn't occur. Often it's left out. Yeah. So it was so the the branch was being pulled down, and it, maybe the tree, is forming a circle. And horste, which in prose we're used to being so that, can stand for something like hop horse, like in the manner of, as Chris was saying before, like a bow, or a kurtos trokos. A trokos is just a wheel. Kurtos is just a swelling wheel, it's swelling into a wheel. Graphomenos. So if we take that now, yeah,
What
as
do you
if.
mean,
Sorry.
what do you mean swelling? What do you mean swelling into a wheel?
Well, kurtos means to swell into roundness, to swell or bulge out, and trokos is a wheel. So if you say like a bow or a swelling wheel, I assume that means like a wheel that's formed by something swelling out into a circle.
So this,
Sometimes an
of course,
adjective.
could it be, Martin, because this is obviously under pressure? You know, you pull the thing down. Like if you let it go, it's going to fly.
Yeah, that's right.
Is
And
that
sometimes the adjective describes what happens to the noun or what it's on the way to becoming rather than what it always is. So I'm not saying, I don't thoroughly insist on that here, but it literally means like a swollen wheel or, a swelling wheel. So it's something it's becoming circular. And that active sense is also, so graphomenos, I think that's passive. So like a wheel being drawn, and then dative of means from the tornus, the compass, being drawn by a compass. And then we have this, after that, it depends how we want to read the next three words. If we take the emendation, then we've got peripheron, which is like a movement around peri. So a revolution or a cycle, a rotation, and that would have to be an internal accusative of the graphomenos, like being and helikodromon is a dromos is a running, which is why it's got a derivative, running course, and a helix is a circular motion, like the most common example in Homer is the horns of cattle that go in a helix in a circle. So drawing it into a circular course by means of a compass. Yeah, as if drawing a circular course by means of a compass, as if it was a bow or a wheel being drawn in a circular course by means of a compass.
What's the word for helix that we're talking about?
Well, it's helix.
is that word anywhere here? Is that word anywhere here, Martin? Helix?
I think, Chris, have you been looking at Stedman's text? If you look at the screen
Oh, right. Oh,
at 1067, you see the end of 1067 in this text is helikodromon.
Right.
So, and he's substituted for these two words you've got in your text, helkedromon.
Oh, right.
So and as you mentioned before, like helke is draw, and dromos can be the circle that people race on, or the cycle that people run around in. So people have tried to make sense of that, but someone in the 18th century suggested another word, and Diggle, who edited this text, accepted it.
Okay, thank you. That's me. Thanks, Martin.
Thanks, Chris. That's good.
Who's next?
That I believe I've got you is next.
Yeah, that's right. That's me. Yeah, that's me. Who's next?
Great.
I didn't go all the way through mine, but
That's all right.
see how we go.
Yeah.
So, os, plon, oreon, o, xenos, keroin, agon, ekam, n, s, gain, m, at, uki, theta, drawn. Okay, so horse, thinking is here in this way. Just adverb. And then agon is a participle. It's meaning leading. So that's and then corn is the twig. Is a twig, and oreon means of the mountain. So leading the twig of the mountain, just a poetic way of referring to the tree, fir tree, because in the hands of the god, it's like a twig. And heroine is the dative plural of hand. And I think it's dual.
Dual,
Yeah,
yes. That's right.
Dual dative of, yeah, it's a dative of means. So, and Klenos is the stranger. So, dative. So, with his hands, the stranger with his hands. Ekam 10. Now this is I wrote it down. It's the it comes from comptor, meaning to bend or turn. So he bent it. So, this is the perfect or something. Imperfect, is it?
Yeah.
Of bend. So he bent it. Es gone to the earth. So, and then the last part, egg, mat, uki, thenta, drawn. So drawn's another participle from try or what to do. Yeah, so doing. Egmat deeds, and uki not neta. It's not mortal. So in this way, leading the twig of the mountain with his hands, the stranger bent it to the earth, doing deeds not mortal. Is that all right, Martin?
Yep, that's good. I just can't control my computer. You know.
And then Penthea de hydrusas elatinon ozon epi. So, and de. Then we've got hydrusas. It's the participle singular aorist, active masculine nominative. And it comes from it drew or to make sit down or to seat. So, having seated Pentheus, then it's epi is at the end there, is upon, and then what upon what? Latinon was on. So oston is branch, and it's in the osos is branch, so it's in the genitive plural. Coming from epi, so upon and elatinon is pine, fir. So again, genitive plural, pine branches. So having seated Pentheus upon the pine branches, orthorn meth ai, dia keron plaston, ano. So meth ai is main verb, comes from methiemi, let go, release. So there's this third person singular imperfect. So he released him, mostly him. Anyway, did release. He released. I guess that's understood. Orthon, upright. And then ano is adverb upwards. Dia keron, through hands, so through his hands. And then,
yeah, I think we just changed objects though in those lines. So 170. So Penthea, that's in the accusative because it's the object of the, as you said, like it's the object of the he drew sa. So having seated Pentheus on the branches of fir tree, then Methia, he begins to let go, because it's the imperfect, he begins to let go the blastema, the branch.
Oh, the branch, yes. Okay.
Yeah. He begins to let it go straight, so through his hands upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plus. Yeah, so blastema
Sorry.
is the shoe. It says shoot or offspring, so that means that's the branch he's referring to.
That's right.
And then a tremor in the next line is without trembling. So he lets it go steadily, letting go the branch steadily. The last one, mon anakaitis aia. So this is that verb is third person singular aorist optative, and it comes from anakaitisdo, to throw off. So may, I think it is. It's not throwing off. So this is in aorist optative. So it's that letting not throw him off is the idea. So it's in the hypothetical. And then ul ason uh, is a participle. Comes from philosopher, to guard or watch over. So watching over him. So listen upwards, his hand without trembling, watching over him, that he not throw him off.
Yeah, you can assimilate the watching over to that thought of the not throwing off,
Okay.
because that's. I need to read this. Yeah, it's taking care lest, basically.
Uh-huh.
Technology.
So, well, that's as far as I got. Do you think you could take over for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rest of my?
yeah. Okay, so yeah. Well, God, why are they stupid? What is that? Okay, so phulason, taking care lest it throw him off. So nin is the same as auton, and that's Pentheus. Yeah, so he's seated Pentheus in the tree. He's let it go up, taking care lest it throw him off. Yep, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then esterisdeto from sterisdor, which is frequently means something like to tower up. So it began to, and that's the third person singular in the middle of the imperfect. So it began to tower up or fair straight. S orthon either, and that's missing eithera. So it's the accusative singular agreeing with orthon. Into the directly up ether, into the ether directly upwards. So it began to tower up straight into the ether above. Ekusa, nor tois despoten epemenon. Having, so ekusa, ekor, have, hold, be able, be in a condition. Having despoten, so that's the accusative singular from despotes, master, the messenger's master, i.e. Pentheus. Having his master, ephemenon, which is from ephemi, to sit upon. Having his master sitting upon nortois, its back. That's plural, but it's one of those words that is frequently in the plural with a singular sense. Yeah, and that brings us to 1075. Rob, are you?
Yeah, so that's mine. Yeah,
Thank
from
you.
there. Let's see. Orfer de melon e catida minardis. So Orfer is aorist indicative passive, third person singular. So de. So I'll take the de as a then. Then he was seen Malon more I'm going to just take this sort of directly across here, more than Catide is aorist indicative active third person singular. More than he sort of to look down or observe, more than he looked down on the minardis. So then I've sort of translated this as then rather more than he observed the monads, he was seen. Not sure.
Yeah, he was seen more than he saw the Maenads.
Yeah, more than he saw the Maenads.
Yeah.
Yeah, more direct. Yes.
Because a little bit before, and it's yeah, I think it's a while since we were there, but he said something about wanting to see them and not be seen. Yeah, at line 10 to
Right.
50, in order that
Yes.
we may see while not being seen. So now the result is the reverse.
Yes. Yeah. And this is sort of preempting, I think, what comes next is sort of an explanation. Hoson ga opor delos en Thesson anor. So ga for yes, okay, the verb is en, imperfect, indicative, active, third person singular, to be, from Amy. So for he was Oson, Dodd, as much as or as many as Dodds sort of says only just or just, yeah, only just. For he was, I'll go with Dodds, only just hupor, sorry, not yet, delos, nom nominative adjective, visible or conspicuous, for he was not yet or only just not yet visible, and then the participle thasorn, is present active nominative singular, uh, sitting, I guess, sitting or sitting idle. LSJ has anor, which is up, but I think LSJ says with verbs implying rest, it can also mean aloft or on high. So for for he was only just not yet visible sitting aloft.
That's right. And so Hoson by itself has this adverbial sense, as much as or something. When it's negated, it means not as much as. It
Okay.
means it has this odd, it's just a colloquial meaning and there's no real easy way to explain it. So obviously Dodds is right. And Dodds, if he's talking about Greek, is usually right. So it means not yet doing whatever it is. So
Yeah.
he's almost or just about visible. He was just
Yes.
visible, sitting up above, or he just
Yeah.
became visible. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So that upor with the net negating is what you're saying about the sort of changes the os on.
that's right. They go together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not yet
Okay.
as much as. So
Yeah.
just about. He was pretty
Yeah.
much
Just
visible,
about
heading above.
visible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Kaiton xenon men ukete soran paren. So, I'm not sure about this, but I with the men there, I did sort of go with a bit of a men de in the next line. So I've got and men on the one hand, the stranger ton xenon, uket, no more, no longer, no further, and that's right. Okay, no longer, and then isoran is isora plus ain, sort of a contract, to look into, to look upon or behold, and then paren is from parami, so that's indicative, active, third person singular, imperfect. So it's sort of like the stranger was no longer present to look upon. Stedman has no longer possible to look upon. So on the one hand, the stranger was no longer present to look upon.
So
Yeah.
we don't see how the stranger is accusative.
Yes.
So we can take
Ah,
parami
he.
as an impersonal verb, like it was no longer possible.
Okay, to see the stranger.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the stranger was no longer present to look upon. I
No,
see. Yeah.
the present is not there for the stranger
Yeah.
because the present
Yeah.
is just part of this impersonal verb, and it doesn't.
Okay.
It can mean parami, can mean I am by, so I am present, but it has this impersonal sense of it is possible.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
so it was possible plus infinitive, as you said, that's ace
Yeah.
horon. It was
Yeah.
possible to look upon the stranger no longer.
Yes, I see. I've
Well,
yeah, I've put the ton xenon as a nominative instead of making that accusative. Yeah. Okay. Good.
so what was the verb for
Which verb?
being present, for being present or
Parami. So parami can mean para means to be by, right? To be you by the side of. So parami means I am by you, so I am present, right? If I say like if you had a list in a class and you read out a list of names, people would say parami, I'm here, I'm present,
okay.
right?
And
So
where is it in that? Sorry, go on here.
and apami is absent. So and so paresti is absent, right? But parami also has the sense of be in the capacity of or the power of. So it is possible. It has this impersonal parami. It used usually paresti, or as in the imperfect paran. It is possible, to do something described by an infinitive. So paran, it was possible, modified by the adverb uketi, no longer. It was no longer possible, ace horan, to look upon the stranger.
Great. Thanks, Martin. Ek de aetheros phonetis. I think I might just yes. Okay. So and on the other, so I'm just taking the ekte, and on the other from out of, or the sky, aetheros. Phoner is a noun, a sound, the sound of a voice. From out of the sky, or the ether, the sound of a voice,
As in your
of
photograph.
some voice. Yes, okay, phoner. Yeah, some voice, isn't it? With the tis, is that right?
That's right.
From out of the sky, the sound of some voice, os men, Ikasai Dionysos. I'll stop there. As Ikasai, this comes from Ikasdor, to make like, to represent by a likeness, resembling. So aorist infinitive active. So as resembling, Cambridge has to make a guess, which was yeah.
So yeah, a kasdor
Yep.
can mean to make an icon, to make an image. And one of the things that you do when you're speculating is you imagine how things might be. So that's why he has that. That's why you can get that translation of to guess.
Right.
Right. It's like so to make a guess, as to make a guess.
Right.
Yeah. Not so to speak, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In English,
Okay.
you'd say, if I had a guess,
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking there's a esty in there, perhaps. It was Dionysus. So as resembling, or as to make a guess, it was Dionysus. And a Boaerson as the aorist indicative active third person singular of anabo or to cry or shout aloud. So it was Dionysus shouting aloud, or Neonides, O young women. Ag, where am I going here? Oh, I've taken something out here. Agorphero, is that right? Agor, oh yeah. Agor ton humas kame tama ta orgia gelon tithemenon ala timoreste. Nin. So, Agor is, I see what I've done. Present indicative active first person singular of carry bringing. So I saw in LSJ, Agor is for bringing living creatures or something, and Feror is for bringing things. So I am bringing ton. So the ton goes with the present, the participle tithemenon in 1081. The one setting, putting, placing, causing, making, according to Stedman. I am bringing the one making, and then there's two accusatives. The first accusative is humas kame tamat orgia. So the first is humas, you. Ka me is this, thanks to Martin. Kai eme, and me. Ta ema, tama is contraction of ta ema, te, ta ema te, and my orgia, my mysteries. So I am bringing the one making you and me and my mysteries. And then the second accusative is legorn, laughter or mockery. So the one making you and me and my mysteries a mockery. Allah timoreste nin. Allah, but I was reading that with an imperative, it can also be a sort of word of encouragement or persuasion. So I just thought, so timores there is a present imperative middle second person. Oh no, present imperative, yes, middle second person plural. So punish means to avenge, punish, or exact vengeance. So I've gone with punish nin, him. So punish him.
Yep, it's about to get ugly.
Yeah.
So Chris and Martin, you see this long extended object of the agor. So the agor is the main verb, as Rob described. So I am leading the one who makes, tithemenon, the one who makes. And you've got two objects. The galorn is accusative, and the three objects in the first line are accusative. So humas, kai, eme, me, and ta ema orgia. Ema orgia, my rights, me and you. He's making those three things into a galorn, into something laughable.
What was the hidden part?
Sorry?
I mentioned something about something being hidden.
The mysteries?
Mysteries, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a translation of orgia, like the mysteries, the rites, that belong
Oh, yes.
to Dionysus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So translating that part again is what? Oh,
Sorry?
what's all that together?
So
It's like-
I am leading Ton, the one who is making you, Kai, and me, and my rights into a laughing stock.
okay.
Yeah. So, did you want to go back further, or was it that line?
Yeah. No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and as Rob said, like the Allah with an imperative. In English, I think you can say, but do this, and you kind of mean don't do anything else, but do that. And it has a similar sense. Like that's why I think, like you said, so. I think that's a good translation. Like so, take revenge on him, and yeah.
Does orgia also mean anger or not?
Yes. So orger, well, orger is the passion, and that can be anger by itself. It can be anger. Orgia, I think that noun formed by from the adjective, which is turned into a substantive in the plural. Have a quick look.
Does it mean orgy as well?
Yeah, that's because you've got the rights of a different kind of God. But I just looked up in the LSJ ta or gia, so it's just in the plural. Secret rites, secret worship, and generally rites or sacrifices, mysteries, and so on. And it does mention tois, tes, aphrodite, so the rites belonging to Aphrodite, which that would be your orgy.
There you go, Martin Lecky. That one's for you.
Okay, that's good. We got all the text. I'll send out some more lines and hopefully we can meet next week.
Thanks. Cheers.
Yeah. Thanks,
stuff.
Chris. Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. See you.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye.